Ooh, welcome back to the Patrick O'Shea Road to the Show here on MLB 15 The Show. We are here with Patty O'Shea, who is now the best overall left fielder in the Atlanta Braves organization, and he's in AAA as an 18-year-old. So Johnny Gomes, it looks like he'll be on his way out eventually, but as of now, Patty will still be raking down in AAA, and he's picked up his game after slumping when he was first called up. So we'll start things off in a game against the Scranton WilkesBarre Yankees affiliate, where Patty is up in the bottom half of the first with runners on first and 1 out. The 1-2 count, here it comes, and Patty takes this one up in the middle into center field, and he's got himself a base hit to start out the ball game. And now he comes to the bottom half of the 7th. He's 1 for 3 so far on the day as we pick things up a bit later. We just fast forward in the future. Scranton WilkesBarre 4-3, runners on first and third with 1 out as Patty rips this one into the right center gap. It goes off the wall, and Patty's going to round second, head into third as the man's going to score from first base as Patty picks himself up a 2 RBI triple. Having a pretty good game here, and is now Gwinnett is up 7-6 in the bottom half of the 8th with bases loaded, 1 out, and Patty rips one in the middle. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score on a 2 RBI base hit for Patrick O'Shea. And what do you know? Patty O'Shea, the player of the game against the Scranton WilkesBarre Rough Riders. I believe it's the Rough Riders. It's probably not the Rough Riders, but I know it's the Yankees affiliate. As Patty O'Shea goes 3 for 5, scoring once, 4 RBIs with a 1.600 OPS. Now we'll pick things up in a game against the Toledo Mud Hens in the bottom half of the 3rd. As Patty's up, down 4-0 with the Gwinnett Braves runners on corners, 1 out. Patty rips one right at the shortstop with the cat-like reflexes, gloves it. We'll pick things up in the bottom half of the 9th now, down by 1 with Patty. He's 0 for 4 on the day, looking for a chance to be the hero, get on base, maybe tie the ball game, but eventually just get himself a hit, and Patty rips one right field. That's pack, that's gone! RTTS! Patrick O'Shea, the luck of the Irish, blasts one to right field, and he picks up, I believe, what is his 3rd home run in AAA, and he ties the ball game up in the 4th, but the Mud Hens do come out on top in extra innings. So, Patty does go 1 for 5 with a home run and an RBI. His average is still sitting at 300. We'll pick things up with the Gwinnett Braves up 8-1 over Toledo in the bottom half of the 4th. Patty, nobody on base, 2 outs, and Patty goes up the middle for a base hit. Raking and raking. So he gets on base, and then what does Patty do when he gets on base? He steals second. You cannot throw out the Irishman. And that would be pretty much all he did that game. Went 1 for 4 with a stolen base as the Braves won 8-4 over Toledo. And we'll pick things up in another game against Toledo. Patty now hitting .314, bottom half of the 1st. Runners on first with 1 out. It's a day game, and here comes the pitch as Patty rips this one to shortstop. He'll have some trouble with it as Patty is able to beat it out. And they count it as a base hit due to difficulty to field. So now bottom half of the 6th, Braves up 4-2, bases loaded, 1 out. Patty's at the plate, and Patty grounds out the short. You're better than that, Patty! You're better than that! As Patty grounds out, ends the inning, and no runs come across. As he only goes 1 for 5 on the day, no RBIs, no runs. Disappointing day as the Braves fall to Toledo 5-4. Now we'll pick things up on a road series on the road again against Scranton WilkesBarre in the top half of the 1st. Braves up 1-0, runner on first, 1 out as Patty grounds into a double play. No, he doesn't. That's going to be thrown over the head of the first baseman. So Patty does get on base on an error, but there's no base hit, and he proceeds to steal second base. No, he doesn't, because it's a hit into left field. He's going to head to second. He has some trouble with it, and he's rounding third, and that was a poor decision as Patrick O'Shea gets thrown out at the plate. Cannot tie the ball game up for his team. So pick things up in the top of the 8th now. Down 2-1 to Scranton WilkesBarre as Patty takes this one opposite field down the left field line. Lands just fair, and the runner will score from first base as Patty holds up at 2. And he picks himself up an RBI double and ties the ball game. So now top half of the 10th, Braves and Scranton WilkesBarre tied at 2. Runner on second with 1 out, and Patty has a chance to be the hero and give his team the lead, and he gets solid wood on that one. It's back to the track, into the glove of the right fielder. No hit for Patty, as he'll trot back to the dugout, but the runner will tag up all the way from second base, so Patty gets the job done, but they cannot get the win, as later on in the game, they end up walking Patty to fill the bases, and Gwinnett does come out on top, 8-5 over the Rail Riders. That's not the Rough Riders, the Rail Riders. So now we'll pick things up in a game against the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs, the Philadelphia Phillies AAA affiliate, as Patty gets one past the first baseman into right field for a little base hit. Little base knock to start things off. Tied 3-3 down the top of the first. No one on, no outs. Here comes the pitch to Patty. He takes it up the middle. It's fielded by the second baseman. Jump throw is not in time as Patty beats it out for a base hit using those wheels. And then he uses the wheels once again as he swipes second. He's been stealing bags like nothing lately. And then the ball's ripped into right field as Patty heads home, no problem, and scores on the play all the way from second base. Using those wheels, like I said. So Gwinnett up 4-3 now over Lehigh Valley in the top of the 5th. Nobody on, no outs. And here's the 0-2 count to Patty. As here comes the pitch, and Patty goes deep right field. That's going to hit off the wall as Patty's going to round second, head into third base. He'll think about going home, but he decides to hold up. He probably could have got it since the catcher was not able to handle it, but the save play was due hold up at third base. And Patty would end up scoring. Now it's 5-3. Gwinnett, top of the 7th. And Patty goes into right field in the gap once again. And this time he holds up at second base as he's now got 2 singles, a double, and a triple on the day. And he'll come up later in the ball game. All he needs is a home run in the top of the 9th for the cycle. This is his last chance to get it. Can Patty hit for the cycle? The 1-2 count, the pitch, and he takes it for a strike on the inside half. Thought it was a ball, but he does go 4 for 5 on the day with 2 singles, a double, and a triple. So not bad at all. So now a series against the Syracuse Chiefs at home. Runners on first and second in the bottom half of the first, no outs. Patty's up, and Patty grounds out to second. They try to turn 2, but Patty beats it out. And it is a fielder's choice, and then O'Shea decides to swipe second like he always does. He's been using those wheels rather nicely lately. Now he's 0 for 2 in the game, bottom half of the 6th. Syracuse up 3-2 over Gwinnett. Nobody on, no outs. The pitch to Shea. O'Shea is grounded to the second baseman. He's throw, drags the first baseman off the bag, so Patty's on first on an error. He still has yet to get a hit, but he has 2 stolen bases. No hits, but 2 stolen bases, and a run on the day as he goes 0 for 4, and the Braves lose to the Syracuse Chiefs 3-2. So now another game against Syracuse, bottom half of the second, bases loaded, 2 outs, a chance to break this game wide open. And Patty cannot get it done. He strikes out backwards K. Disappointing at bat for Patty O'Shea. So on the bottom of the 5th now, still tied 2, as Patty is 0 for 2 on the day. Runners on first and second, no outs. And Patty rips this one into left field. The left fielder dives, but he can't quite get it. So it's going to roll to the wall. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score as Patty heads into third base, standing up with a 2 RBI triple. Breaking this game, and now it's 4-4 in the bottom half of the 9th as Patty O'Shea's at the plate. 0-2 count. Here comes the pitch, and Patty rips this one up into center field. He'll get himself a base hit, but they would not come around to score, so Patty comes up once again, bottom half of the 12th. Nobody on, leading off the inning, nobody out. And the first pitch of the at-bat, Patty with a chance to be the hero. The pitch, and relief body! No doubter! Patty O'Shea, the luck of the Irish, walk-off home run, no doubter, as Patrick O'Shea, the Gwinnett Braves left fielder, comes up big with a walk-off home run and earns himself player of the game for the Gwinnett Braves over the Syracuse Chiefs in extra innings. Patty O'Shea, currently the best player at the left field position, 77 overall for the Atlanta Braves organization. It's only a matter of time until the 18-year-old makes his major league debut at the age of 18. Can you imagine? And that'll wrap things up here for this episode of the Patrick O'Shea Road to the Show, episode 5. I've been your host, JerseyBorn, and I'm saying goodbye.
Graffiti on the wall, and it says, ooh, ah, up the rat, say, ooh, ah, up the rat. Ooh, ah, up the rat, say, ooh, ah, up the rat. Ooh, ah, up the rat, say,